Hey, Algebra 1. Welcome to our second week of school. I hope you guys all had a great first week. I know it was really kind of hectic for me. Hopefully you guys aren't too frustrated with things and you're kind of getting the hang of things. Some upcoming events for us. First, next week, we don't have class on Monday, so you won't have any live helps. You won't have any class connects. If you do, your teachers will not be there, okay? So don't go to them. Monday is a free day. You guys can catch up on work. You guys can do work on Monday, but it's not, required for you guys to be in class or anything. And us teachers won't be around to help you. Okay, so Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we are actually going to be with Mr. C, doing a class together with him. It's We're going to be covering some new standards that Algebra 1 normally doesn't cover. So we're going to be doing things a little different. We're kind of making I don't know what the word is that I'm trying to use here. Oh, okay, there we go. Our pilot test or class. That's what I'm thinking of, our pilot class. So we're doing that on Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you are confused about Tuesday and Wednesday, me and Mr. C are probably going to be confused as well. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's get through it together. It's still going to run the same as our normal classes would. You're still going to click on a class connect session that says Mr. C and Mrs. Anderson's class connect. Okay, lesson with, I think, Mr. C and Mrs. Anderson. So that's the one that you're going to go to. Our classes are always at 12 every single day. So anytime that you see a class connect session that's for that time, it's going to be for me. Okay. Just remember, you're going to have a survey at the beginning. Make sure you do it. The class will be locked at 12:05. I know some of you are getting in there really late and you're not, so you're not able to come to class. You can always watch the recording. Okay, so that's class on Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh, another thing about Tuesday. We are going to be working with the Khan Academy. So if you guys have a username, that's great, but if you don't worry about it. What we're going to do in class is not going to require you guys to have that username, so you guys don't have to worry about it, okay? So just so you guys are aware of that, so we don't get bombarded by questions on Tuesday. You don't have to have a username for Khan Academy. You are just going to come to class and we're going to just go through it together, okay? So next week, some things to look forward to are 2 videos. I know we had some issues with them. You're still going to be able to find them in the calendar for the announcements. So underneath of my face, under there, okay, you are going to see there's 2 links. And actually one might not be up because I had some issues trying to record it and then the app froze and stuff and it was kind of a mess. So the one might not be in there for Wednesday, but I promise you I will send it out to a K-mail or I'll get it there as soon as I can. So some of you guys may be watching this and you're not seeing that link because you're watching it like early Saturday morning. But those should both be there. If you are having problems accessing those, K-mail me or IM me or call me or something so that I know. And I suggest watching them like before like 11:30 on Wednesday and Thursday or Thursday and Friday because then I can help you. Okay, so just make sure that you guys watch them before, like way before Thursday and Friday, so that if you need help accessing them, you can get me a K-mail or something, and I can still have time to respond to you. Okay, let's see what else. So also there's a mid-unit test on Wednesday. So mid-unit test. So that's something that again you can't redo. You can't redo anything in 1 or 2, but it's a bigger thing. I believe you have a full hour to take it though. We will be doing a review in class on Thursday. That makes class on Thursday a little different than what you guys have been used to. You will have a video to learn a new concept. Then on Thursday, we'll go through a couple of questions about that new concept, but the bulk of it is going to be reviewing kind of everything, okay? So not only are we learning those concepts, but we're also reviewing the entire section thus far. And then Friday is just a video, and then kind of like class was this past Friday, you guys are going to be doing the majority of the work, okay? Also, guys, remember, those questions that you're coming to me with before class starts are okay. I get it. I know you guys need help still, but when it's class time, it needs to be class time. I have live help hours, and I have a K-mail, and I have a phone so that you guys can ask me those simple questions, okay? Also, you guys don't need to tell me that you've finished the survey. I can tell it goes to a spreadsheet on my computer, so I'm able to tell. Okay, so let's see what else. So I talked about the video. I'm looking at my notes. Okay, surveys. That's something that comes up in our Class Connects a lot. The surveys are going to be given to you at the beginning of every Class Connect. So I will push it out to you guys at one point during the class after I've started the recording so that everybody that is watching the recording also gets it pushed out to them. So don't ask me to send you the link. I promise I'll push it out to you. Again, you don't need to tell me if you've completed them. Okay, just the only thing you need to tell me about the surveys is if you can't access them, and that's something new. Like there's 1 or 2 students that I know can't access them, and we have made prior arrangements to work through that. Okay, so if you end up having issues with it, let me know during class. But other than that, you don't have to tell me anything about the survey. Okay. Also, Class Connect sessions, although I strongly, strongly, strongly suggest that you guys come to those, they're not required. Okay. So if you feel like, let's say this past week, you were able to do the equations and the inequalities like no problem. You watched the video, you're like, hey, I got this, I'm good. And then you went and you took the quiz and you passed it, I wouldn't probably come to class. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say that, I don't know. But if you want to, you're more than welcome to. I would love to have everybody there. But it's not something that you guys need to feel like you have to do, okay? Our Nevada Virtual is there to be flexible. So you guys can watch the recording. Let's say you have a doctor's appointment at noon. Okay, you can always watch the recording. I'm not going to dock you points. You're not going to get in trouble because you're not coming to my Class Connects, okay? You are going to get in trouble, though, if you're not completing your quizzes. So this past week, you had 4 quizzes for me, 4. You had to do at least 3 of them to get your progress for the week. That means that you're actively participating in my class and you're trying to pass. If you did anything less than 3, even if you got 100% on all of them, you still wouldn't be passing. So it doesn't make any sense, okay? So you guys had to do at least 3 of them. This upcoming week is a little different. You only have 2, so you need to do both of them. You have the mid-unit test and you have the quiz. I also don't suggest doing the minimum. If there's an issue and you couldn't get to the last quiz or something, okay, I get it. Do the minimum. But if you can, do everything when it's due and on time, because I'm telling you, it's going to kick you in the butt if you have to try to go through and do all those quizzes and stuff at the end. Okay? All that stuff's out of the way. Something that we're not doing this next week that you're probably going to look at me and go, huh? You're going to look at this and you're going to go, oh, I'm going to do this quiz, and then it's not going to let you, and you're going to be really confused. So pay attention. Focus. 1.10, 1.10, whatever you want to call it, is not due this next week. We're actually doing it in Unit 2. Okay, so 1.1.10. Not doing it this week. It looks like we should because we have a 1.8 and we have a 1.11, and so 1.10 kind of fits in there nicely, but it's actually getting put with Unit 2. I know, I'm crazy. I admit that. So, just go with it. I promise it'll make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, just pretend like it makes sense, okay? So 1.10, not going to be done this week. You're going to see it. You're not going to be able to access it. So don't send me a email that says, I can't access 1.10. It's because we're not doing it, okay? And then, one misconception that I need to clear up. Khan Academy has 50 bonus points listed next to it, right? Okay, and you're all probably thinking, woo, I'm going to get 50 bonus points because I made a Khan Academy username. No, you're not. I can't possibly give 50 points just for creating a Khan Academy username. You are going to get a few, and you're going to get them this weekend. So starting on Tuesday, make sure that you guys are looking for your bonus points if you created a Khan Academy password, but you're not getting all 50. You're going to get probably like 3 or 5. Probably 3. Okay? I think that's it. So I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend, or you've enjoyed it if you are watching this Tuesday morning. If you have any questions, give me a call, send me an email, come to Live Help. I sat in Live Help Friday like by myself for the majority of the time. So, and so you guys can come and visit me, okay? And ask a question. Or not. That's fine. I can be bored. Okay, I'm gonna go because this is getting long. So, like I said, see you guys next week.